Hey guys, so this section we are going to talk about manufacturing, different options, US, overseas, as well as just basic inventory management. So let's get into it. This first website I'm on is called AS Color. They have a lot of good options in terms of blanks. I personally like to use them for mostly shirts. Let's take a look at some of the good shirt options they have in store. You can really kind of curate what you're looking for if you're looking for more basic tees versus more heavyweight for something like streetwear, right? They have tons of really good options here. My favorite personally are the beefy tees for streetwear type of clothing, and if you're going for a more basic look, I personally like Bella Canvas, the CVC. So that's just my personal favorite. Now, the best thing to do in terms of pricing is to get an account. If you get an account with them, you can either pick up locally, you'll also save money, and you can even get, same day shipping or 2 day shipping. Also, you get promo codes and stuff like that. Another site that I think is really useful, Alpha Border. If I type in Bella Canvas tees, right, it will pretty much come up with what I'm looking for, and I don't have to do that much digging. This personally is a favorite of mine. This 3001 CVC, like I mentioned earlier, they have tons of color options, good quality material. If you're looking for, beefy tees and, Hanes beefy tees rather, there's lots of good options here. Personally, I like this style, a little cheaper, also a ton of colors, definitely unisex for, that streetwear look and feel. But Alpha Border, really good website to use. Another one is SS Activewear. Again, same situation, same sort of deal. Your best bet is going to be to get accounts with all of these three companies and then really just price compare, because ultimately you want to get the best deal. You want to make sure the turnaround time is good, and all of those things are important. And then ultimately you can get the blanks. Now, if you are getting overseas, that's a different story. Then you're going to want to look up this company on IG. You have to tell them that Spencer from Habits sent you. They will not respond to you if you don't. They're very, very busy. They have a lot of clients. But if you say, hey, Spencer from Habits or Spencer from PSM sent me, they will get you taken care of, and I will pull them up right now. This is them. You'll just send them a message on your IG. Hey, I'm looking for minimum order quantities, right? The good news with a place like Rispo overseas, they can do things like embroidery, they can do things like puff print, they can even do screen printing, DTG, pretty much whatever you want. And why am I plugging them so much? Well, because they gave me fantastic deals. You can get a very low minimum order quantity. You can get as low as like 15 items. And so this allows you not to have to invest so much in inventory. If you're using somebody local in the US, you're going to have to get a minimum of 30, 50, sometimes even 100. And there's no reason to be doing all of that. Getting a low minimum order quantity. Now, I would warn you, if you're looking for more higher end cut and sew stuff, these are not the people to go to. If you're looking for puff print, embroidery, screen printing, DTG, good quality, these are the guys. If you're looking for leather and wool and really advanced materials, maybe manufacturers in China can help. This is not the guys. These are not the guys for that. So I just want to be very clear on that. But as you can see here, they have some examples of what they've done. They don't really promote themselves well. That's why they have such a little following. But I can promise you that they do a great job with the items that that they produce. They will also give you samples. Their turnaround time is relatively fast. It's about 3 weeks, which for overseas is very, very good. And so they will also, work with you and give you samples. Not too much of a language barrier either, which is nice. I've been working with them for about 4 years now. So again, that's why I'm sort of plugging them, because again, low minimum order quantity, high quality. So if you're, again, looking for overseas, these are the guys to send a message. Hey, Spencer sent me, and you'll be on your way with that. If you're looking to stay in the US, definitely these three companies are the way to go. Personally, I get t-shirts made in the US for the most part. I'll get my shorts and my hoodies made overseas, and my hats made in the US. That's just how I do it for my company. Again, every company's different, and depends on what you're doing. Now, another one I want to kind of plug, sort of, no pun intended, is Embroidery Plug. These guys are really good for trucker hats. I wouldn't recommend anything else just because I've never used them for anything else, and their prices are a little high. So, like, they have really cool hats here. If you're looking for like high-end trucker hats, these are really good quality hats. They're usually in stock in pretty much everything, and I would definitely recommend getting these. Don't have them embroider if you don't have to. If you have a manufacturer who can embroider them, definitely go that route. I have people who can do embroidery and fulfillment. That's another conversation. But if you're looking to just order blank hats and get them embroidered, this company is the place to go. They have the best quality hats. You can also get some blank samples just to feel it out and see what your thoughts are. Now, in terms of different companies that I would go to for manufacturing, these are, the three that I would recommend the most. Okay, so inventory management is something that is super important, and something that I'd like to kind of review with you guys today very briefly. So essentially what we've done is we've set up an inventory management system where you will essentially never be out of product. A lot of brand owners have the same issue. I ordered 30 tees, I'm selling a lot now, and I don't know when to reorder more. And then you get to zero or very close to zero, you order more, you have to wait 3 weeks, and then you're sold out for 3 weeks, right? And that's kind of a bummer. If it happens once or twice, yeah, but if that's what your business model is, no bueno. Right, so how do we combat that? Well, what we've done is we've set up a system where we essentially have the quantity, right, with the sizing, quantity on order, right? I've cleared this out because I don't want to, share too much data, but basically quantity on order. Current quantity is just this plus this, and you see size breakdowns. Weekly sales rate, again, cleared this out just for the purposes of this video. And then the manufacturer, who we're going to, how many weeks of supply we want, right? What the lag time of the manufacturer is. And then I know this is a disgusting mess, but basically when to reorder and how much to reorder, right? And so essentially a small example here, right? So this is a simplified sheet. And basically it'll tell us, hey, you're out of these in large. You better get more larges, right? Again, this is going off like a day or two. Normally you'll want to do it over a week. Ignore all the numbers. Just focus on the formulas and what's going on here. This essentially was hooked up by Shopify, Python, and Zapier, as well as Google Sheets. It's a very high-end inventory management system. However, it doesn't look high-end right now because it's still sort of in the last phases of development. Why am I telling you all this? This is something that we can actually set up for you if you are looking to improve your inventory management. It's actually relatively inexpensive in terms of the coding and putting it together. Only really a couple $100 to pay the developers to do it. And the monthly subscription is pretty low as well. So again, if you are looking to really fix your inventory management and you're doing really over like 3K a month, anything below that you can do it manually, but once it gets over 3K, it gets a little crazy. So if you're looking for inventory management or inventory management down the line, this is definitely a way to go. Just contact us and say, hey, inventory management, can I see the system? Can I get the scoop on it? Yes, you can. And we'll kind of go over this. So essentially, just to review, we talked about different companies to go to locally. We talked about overseas. We talked about some hats, manufacturers, and essentially going overseas to that company, Rispo. There are other manufacturers in China who do a really good job. The problem with China manufacturers is I always find that, or manufacturers in China rather, is they always take a very long time, maybe 6-8 weeks, which is just too much, right? That's just too much time to wait. Unless if you're in April and you're going to order stuff for the summer, you just have to be very on top of your stuff if that's going to happen. So manufacturing, ultimately, you want to go to the right people. You want to make sure you have a good quality situation, low order quantity situation, and that you could get the best bang for your buck. If you're looking for more resources, again, shoot us a message. We'll be happy to put you in touch with any of our manufacturers, any that we work with. If you're looking for fulfillment options as well, we do have that available. There are certain requirements. You need to be doing at least 5K a month in business before. Actually, that's not true. I lied. You need to be doing at least 50 orders a week. That's the correct terminology. 50 orders a week, really minimum to get in the door with them. Great fulfillment center that we use, but again, I won't disclose that on this video. I'll allow you to kind of contact me. Hey, Spencer, I'm doing 50 orders. I need a fulfillment center, and we'll put you in touch. But anyway, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to having you guys watch the next section.